let's go to our first song, which was Working for My Lord, all right? And that starts on the D chord. All right, are you ready? We're gonna go about this fast. And it's in 4/4, so that means it gets 4 beats per measure. It has 2 pickup notes. So 2 pickup notes just means the melody is gonna be sung with 2 notes before you start strumming, okay? So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, ready. In the highways, in the hedges, in the highways, in the hedges, in the highways, in the hedges, I'll be somewhere a-working for my Lord. Get ready for G. I'll be somewhere a-working, I'll be somewhere a-working, I'll be somewhere a-working for my Lord. I'll be somewhere a-working, I'll be somewhere a-working, I'll be somewhere a-working for my Lord. Woohoo, you did it. All right, if you don't feel like you did your very best, go ahead, rewind it, and try again. All right, but we are going to move on to our next song that we learned, which was Indian Medley, the fun rhythm one. So this was an E minor, which means we're on the 2nd fret here, middle finger, 1, 2, down from the top, and then your ring finger is right underneath it. Okay? So we give it a nice 1 strum and then a beat, beat, because we're still in 4/4. So there's 4 beats per measure. And so we're measuring that 1, 2, 3, 4. Get it? That's a whole measure. All right. So let's just get started. So basically what we're doing an E and then we're muting. Muting just means you barely touch the tops of the strings. You have to put your finger over all the strings. Doesn't matter where. Okay, but keep it down here because that's where we're playing all the rest of our chords. So you just barely touch. You just barely skim over all. You're not pushing down hard. You're just barely touching over them, and that will mute it. That will mute the sound. Okay? Why are we doing that? Because it's a hard B chord. Okay? And we're not ready for bar chords just yet. All right, we got to get really confident with our other chords before we can do that one. So, like we did an E minor, and then we're muting, okay? And then we have an A in there, and then we go to D, and we also play a G, okay? And I think that's all our chords. All right, so we're gonna start at the very beginning with our E minor. Are you ready? So here we go, 5, 6, ready and go. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. Get ready to mute. Back to E. How did you do? You should be getting really good at that one. All right, so the next song on our list was Amazing Grace. So that one starts on your D chord here. Okay, moves to a G. You can do your simplified G or you can do your full G chord. Adding those 2 bass notes. Simplified is fine though. Okay, there is an A in there. And always remember, if you're having a hard time following with me on here, I did make you those nice videos that are easy to follow. It has all the chords written on there, and it's also has the strumming, so you can really play along with those to practice. Okay, so we start on a D. Are you ready? So it's in 3/4 here. It's a little different than 4/4. So it's more of a string, a swing feel here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Get the feel? We'll start on the D chord. Get ready. Make sure you're building from your middle finger here and you're standing nice and tall. Your fingers should be nice and tall. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. Remember your D sus? D, D, D sus, D. Okay, one more time with that. All right, how do we do? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. Did you get it? All right, and something fun that you could put at the end of that. Remember we talked about going up a little bit and doing that fancy little thing at the end. That would sound pretty with that song. So we go up 7 frets. You count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Mine has a cool indicator here, so I can just count up 3 circles. I'm not sure what yours have, if anything, but if you just count up the 7, or if you have an indicator here, then that's easier to remember. So we just play the bottom 3 strings, okay? We don't add these in, they don't make sense. So just your 3 treble strings here. And what you have to do is you have to push down. So we're not muting it. We have to really push down to the neck of your guitar. It needs to go all the way down. Do you see how kind of my fingers kind of turning red? That's how hard I'm pushing to make sure my strings are reaching the bottom there so I can get the sound. So on the very last part, let's try that with our new added thing, okay? So we're just gonna go, was blind, but now I go to D, 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 and then we're gonna go up the 7 frets here. Pretty. You can kind of shake your guitar a little bit. It'll give it a little bit of reverb. Okay, so that's our 3rd song that we learned. All right, and then we had Wild Thing. All right, and that has the fun rhythm to it. It starts on A. Okay, remember it was slow, slow, mute, fast, fast on D. Okay, so A, okay, and then you go to an E, and this does have your pointer finger on it. This is not E minor, this is a regular E. Okay, and he just strums that. All right, so we go A, E, you make my, got it? All right, and then the middle part, remember how it was a transition from an E, it was an E minor to A, which is hard to do. So what we're gonna do, what we talked about last time, is we're gonna combine the 2 chords. And how do you do that? All right, so here's your regular E minor. You got those fingers. But we're gonna change our fingering here. We're gonna make our pointer be where our middle finger was, and then just go all the way down, all four. All four fingers should have a place to live on in that second fret, all the way down, okay? So what we do on the middle part is you just pick up the bottom two fingers here to make your E minor, and then you're gonna add them to make your A, all right? Okay, we're just going back and forth. You ready? So we're going, okay? That's tricky. Okay. So let's give it a try. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ready, go. You make my heart sing. You make everything wild thing. And then this is where he does the transition from the E to the A. Okay, so we have just our bottom. Here we go. Wild thing, I think I love you. And I wanna know for sure. Something groovy. I don't know what he says. Okay, and then we start over. We get back on our A. A, A, E, E. You make my heart sing. You make everything groovy. All right, and that's the end of that song. Okay, and then we have our new song that's going to incorporate our C chord. All right, so most of the song, we talked about this last time, doing America the Beautiful. It's a really nice song. It's a good song to know. It's pretty easy. It uses all the chords that we've already learned, including the C chord. You're only going to play it once. Your new C chord is only going to be played once. So, other than that, you're playing your D chord and your G chord and your A chord and then your C chord. Remember that guy? All right. Okay, we're starting on our G chord here. Okay, I'm just gonna play it through for you so you have a good idea of what it's supposed to sound like. I did also make you a video for this, so that will be easy to follow along. It's probably, hopefully gonna be a little bit slower than what I'm playing right now. So I'm gonna try to do it with the words. I don't know if I know them very well, but I'll get pretty close. All right, so we go. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies of amber waves of gray, for purple mountains, majesties above our fruited plains. America, America, punch His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. All right, so that is the song. What I want you to do right now is we're just gonna go over the ending. I think everything else is pretty easy, all right? It's just consistent strumming from your G to a D to an A, okay? But the ending gets a little tricky because we're adding in our C chord. So, Okay, so we're gonna start on our G, our C, sorry. So let's get into our C formation. Okay, remember it's 2, 4, and 5, okay? Da, 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 da. Then you go to your G, da, 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 da. And then A from C to, and then a D, shining, and then back to G, C. Okay, let's try that one more time. So we start on our C chord. All right, are you ready? Here we go. 2, 3, da, 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 to the G, da, 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 then to the A, from C to, then D, shining, and then a G, C. All right, so if you need more help on that, just rewind that a little bit and just practice that ending over and over. That's going to be your hardest part of this song. Okay, and just practice, practice, practice. Practice makes permanent. It makes it easier. Just make sure you're practicing correctly. When you're practicing your chords, look at your fingers. Make sure they're standing nice and tall and that knuckle is bent. Okay, make sure your wrist is turned this way and it's not being lazy. That's gonna put a lot of strain on your fingers and it's gonna hurt you in the long run. Other than that, I think that's our lesson for today. So make sure to be practicing. I'd love if you sent me a video after you've practiced that song a few times. You can send me a video of you practicing with it also, so I can see your progress and see how you're doing. And if this continues to be what we have to do because we're all staying in our houses right now, that's fine. That's fine. I just need to make sure that you're progressing so that when I add more songs, it's not getting overwhelming. And just let me know if you're having any problems or if you have any questions with how your fingering should be or anything. All right, happy practicing. Bye. Stay healthy.